So this is the remnants of the Boston and Maine, or actually Maine Central, which was owned by Boston and Maine pretty much. There's the round table. I went up to the office, but there was no one there. I'm not really sure the name of the railroad that's operating here now. I think it could be like, oh look, there's a shopping cart. Typical, huh? No. Yeah, so this is basically the end of the Rockland branch right here. Although it goes down that way to the railroad station, which is like this. And then there's also down there's some trackage that goes down to the water for shipping. I think we ship heavy bulk products. And there is a roundhouse. It's amazing. It's still in really pretty good condition, I'd say. I don't know if I dare cross these tracks because they get really pissy about people being on railroad property. Oh well, I'll try it anyway. What the hell? I'll take a walk down here. Yeah, look at this roundhouse side here. I wonder how big that turntable is. I imagine they didn't send very big locomotives up here on this branch. There's some wheels from I don't know what they call those things, speeders, those little things that the track gangs used to use to move around on. Kinds of railroad junk. These look like sails. If somebody is using this as storage or something. Those bags look like. Yeah, so here we are. The yard. Now we're looking this way, we're looking down towards Portland, where this Rockland branch originates. I don't know what that factory-like building there is. Right now it's just used by a boatyard as storage. I'll take a walk around in Thomaston too. In Thomaston there's one spot where there used to be a bunch of canneries. I'm sure they shipped stuff out on rail. That was probably that ended in the early 50s when local produce and canning pretty much ended. Maine Central, it says. MEC. 252, the number? I don't know. I don't know what this was. That's a flight car, obviously, but this place is really pretty dead now. Every once in a while you'll see a locomotive here, and it's all about the concrete plant that's down in Thomaston. They're really the only shipper on this line as far as I know, and the other thing that the line is used for, I think Amtrak in the summer is running a passenger train up to Rockland on weekends. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to take a ride down somewhere else, farther down, maybe by the waterfront. Okay, well, I haven't gotten down to the water line yet, but decided to come here instead. This is the termination at the railroad station. I don't know what that, maybe that thing is used for boarding. I don't know what that ramp is all about. But obviously, you see there's a runaround. So the locomotive could get on, move around from one end of the train to the other, or one end of one car, or whatever. Nice switch targets there. And then down here is the station. This is like really nice building. Of course, it's been repurposed into a bar, restaurant. I don't know how they're doing now. I haven't been here since COVID started. I used to come here on weekends every once in a while, have lunch. It's really quite a large station for this stub end here, this is it. Everyone gets off here or gets on here. Okay, yeah, here's, I don't know if it's still Maine Eastern or not. Yeah, Maine Eastern. I thought it was like Quebec, Maine Eastern, I don't know. Here's the bar. Quite a bumper here. Don't want anyone getting off the end of the rail. Yeah, look at this entryway here. Not too close. I should get back farther, but this is pretty nice. Railroads. They did spend a lot of money on their infrastructure. Yeah, now here. Good view of the it's called the Trackside, the restaurant, but I guess before Trackside this used to be the Rockland town municipal offices or something. Boy, I can smell those burgers. Smells good. Now this B, that number has something to do with the railroad. I don't know. I noticed those in the other location. Alright, so now I'm going to try and get down to the waterfront. Okay, so we're down at the waterfront here. This is not really the railroad right here. This is off to the side, kind of. The railroad is right here. This way is back towards the roundhouse. And down here, you'll see. I should walk down that, alright. This is where the concrete goes. And then over there you see that ship there. Whatever it is. It's an oil barge or something. That's where they unload all the oil petroleum. And yeah, this is all. See that sign? That's a dragon. Used to get concrete. What's the concrete company? Factory here. This is a loading dock for trucking. Okay, these are the concrete cars that Dragon has. Oh, here's another loading dock on the side. Oh, the railroad continues on down. I don't know where it terminates on. Oh, Waterfront down here. I've never seen that. Maybe I should give him a call. He'd let me in. Doubt it. Yeah, here we go. Go look at that. An oil barge or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I guess it's floating. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a dock. So I think I read somewhere that the first 10 years of the 21st century, the Chinese poured more concrete in those 10 years than the U.S. poured for its entire history. So, see, there's determination. I don't know what you can. This must have been a place where they just exclude cars or takes forever. You go on for months. The tug gets pretty short. It's almost like a regular schedule. This isn't really railroad related, but I thought I'd take a look at this barge or scow. This is actually a scow because of the way the barges are blunt, totally blunt, front and rear. I wonder what they're doing with that. Well, obviously working on it, but I wonder who owns that. So there's their marine railroad. Barge is sitting on the railroad car. And here's Margaret Chase Smith, an old senator from Maine, I think. Was she the first female senator? I don't know. Maine is kind of quirky that way, isn't it? This stuff here is like looks like the Fuhrer's bunker or something. All right, so now it's off to Thomaston. Okay, here is a stranded boxcar. This is like out behind the local fuel oil dealer. Taking the trucks out, it's just sitting right on the ground. I got no sign of what railroad it was or anything. It's been totally painted over. It's too bad. There used to be a couple of Bangor and Aroostook boxcars up at one of the...
Can I help you?
No, I'm just taking a video of this boxcar. Do you mind?
No. What's it doing?
What? I'm making a video. Okay, so now I'm down in, well, the edge of Thomaston. Looks like I've got to luck out here. It looks like I've got a locomotive coming. Some lights there. Show you, this is, yeah, we got the signals going. Must be coming through. This is awesome. You can see down here, this is more cement infrastructure here. More of the dragon stuff, I think. Here comes this locomotive. This is awesome. There's so few of them on this. Yeah, here comes a bunch of cement cars. And we could see the logo on this engine too. I don't know. CEFX. So I'm in Thomaston now, and you can see right there when it gets into focus, if it ever does. I don't know why that's doing that. Huh. Still haven't figured out the damn zoom. Anyway, that's the cement plant sticking up there. And here's the bridge across this little inlet. Now, amazingly, it looks like at one time they opened one of these spans for marine traffic. That's what that thing in the center there with the counterweights. It looks like it was just that short span between the steel pier and that stone pier. It's quite a long bridge, viaduct or whatever. And just a short ways up is the Lyman Morse boat works, and that's where there used to be a lot of canneries. The buildings are gone now. I'm going to stop there, take a shot of that. Okay, so now I'm actually in the village or town of Thomaston, down by the waterfront, and there's some more cement cars there, covered hoppers. Now, this field right here in front of me is where the canneries were. I was there were some older guys here one summer doing archaeological digs, and I stopped and I talked to one of the guys, and he told me that there were several canneries here. They were always busy, and local produce was canned and shipped out. This is Lyman Morse's boat works. Well, Lyman Morse is the name of the company. It's owned by Cabot Lyman, and I assume some guy named something Morse. Cabot Lyman. He's an old Vermonter, actually. That's definitely one hell of an old New England name, I would say. Oh, look, Maine State Prison they saved some blocks. Yeah, so actually, there's a siding there, obviously, where those cars are sitting on. And there may have been another spur or siding at one time for canneries that were here. Boats. A lot of fun, but pretty expensive.